ufaa.go.ke/holders or contact us through holders@ufa00.
Je, wajua unaweza kuhifadhi maji ya mvua kwa gharama nafuu kwa kutumia dam liners kutoka Elgon, Kenya? Maji ya dam liners hutumika kwa misimu mingi kwa umwagiliaji mimea ili kuongezea uzalishaji zaidi na hata usambazaji wa maji ya matumizi nyumbani. Dam liners kutoka Elgon, Kenya, watengenezaji wa Elgon Thabiti Fertilizer. Elgon, Kenya, transforming farms and lives through technology. Kwa maelezo zaidi piga simu 0717888877 au 0733549549.
Wow, where do I start? With the congratulations, I suppose they are in order. So I'll start with the congratulations. Congratulations to WRC for hosting such a fantastic event for us via our own organizers as well, who have also come in big time. They've done in something so fantastic, something so memorable. We have enjoyed that safari rally to the beautiful end. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Two thumbs to you. Congratulations also to Team Toyota, who are led by Principal Yari Martin Latvala. 1, 2, 3, 4 finish is just simply astonishing. Daudi Kanja, who's here with me in studio, had said that is Guinness Book of World Records stuff. But we leave it to the experts. That I shall not dwell on. Sebastian Ogier, and I might also congratulate myself here. This is the first rally I've done, actually, and I'd predicted on Friday that Sebastian Ogier will actually win this safari rally. And at the time, Otto Tanak was leading the safari rally based on the Kasarani section. So also congratulations to me, because none of you will congratulate me, or will you? Sebastian Ogier and his fantastic navigator, Vincent Landé, have done a terrific job taking the lead yesterday, going into the last stage, in spite a rock flying their way, just towards the tail end of their finish, and they emerged tops. So that's brilliant stuff from you. Number 2 goes to Kalle Rovanperä and his wonderful navigator, John Haltunen. They have finished second, and they deserve all the accolades they can get. Rovanperä was actually the defending champion. He won it last year, and he's the current world rally champion. But I think it was a bit of poetic justice there from Sebastian Ogier, because Rovanperä took the title away from him last year. Sebastian Ogier won it in 2021. So that's a bit of a poetic twist to it. And then third place goes to a guy from Great Britain, a Welshman to be more precise, Elfyn Evans, and Scott Martins, his navigator. Congratulations to them all. And congratulations to the Kenyans who were there to cheer them through this very tough but exciting safari rally. At times we forget that it's those fans out there who give them the motivation, and the fact that they knew how to keep their distance away from the rally, because you watched other rally events and you find guys spilling onto the path of the vehicles, and but here you guys, you really knew where to draw the line. So thank you very much. Congratulations to you. WRC 1 category, that is. In the WRC 2 category, these are where Kenya now comes in proper. We fly the flag. Carl Tundo managed to secure himself a podium finish, finishing third. And I couldn't be more happier for Carl Tundo, for his family, that's a rallying family, for his friends, and for the rest of us, 50 million plus Kenyans, wherever you are, here at home, out there in diaspora, we've done ourselves proud via Carl Tundo. Gentlemen, welcome back aboard. What do you have to say about that particular finish? It was neck and neck to the very end. Our head of sports, Elena Shiveka, referred to it as something they call in athletics photo finish.
Photo finish. You know what I did tell you earlier? You know, to be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, just like last year, 2022, is quite humongous. This is a Guinness Book of Records. And you know, of course, you realize that Takamoto wanted to do a repeat of the tail-end podium number 3. But here comes the retired gentleman, semi-retired,
Yes.
Sebastian Ogier, who even beats Kali and tells him, you have to follow me, I'm the king here.
We've been talking about experience versus youth for over 24 hours now with respect to this particular neck-and-neck battle between Sebastian Ogier and Kale Rovanpera. It's gone to experience, Kego.
Yeah, I think so. Again, kudos to the team for not calling any team orders and letting the boys fight it out. But I think Ogier managed it, and Kale didn't let him have it. Kale was fighting to the end, and I think maybe experience won the day this time. Congratulations to him, 70th edition of the Safari in the bag.
As we said earlier, Daudi, it's the guy who's leading the pack is flagged off last, stage per stage. And apparently that makes it even more difficult for him to run because the other cars have come and spoiled that road pretty much, strewn rocks all over the place. Can we attribute the change of guard in seeing that Norville and Ototanak did better because they were flagged off earlier than the guys on the bottom half of their competition WRC 1 level?
Yeah, that's actually what happens. And if you see what happened to Sebastian Ogier at the Sleeping Warrior, he was actually flagged off last. And you know, it had rained earlier on. And when it comes now to Hell's Gate 2, you know, the stones have actually been thrown out, and it becomes even more difficult for him to be able to track it well. And you realize at the end of the day, as he was coming to finish, he scoops a rock and hits the windscreen. But that was kind of like 2 or 3 seconds to the finish line, which, yes, of course, now I think he could be leading by slightly about 20 seconds adrift of Kale Rovanpera.
Yes, Kego, the guys on the topmost half of that WRC1 section, if you look at the timings, and I've just asked him that question, a bit slower than the guys who are flagged off before them to compete in this particular stage. You agree with Daudi that they messed up the path for them, but yes, it still didn't change much in the end?
Definitely, this road deteriorated. This road got dug up. This road, rocks was strewn into the middle.
Yes.
In fact, I think I told Daudi after Noivelle and Tanak, I doubted anybody would beat that time because the road started to really break up. It was completely loose. There were rocks. You even saw the rock that almost took out Ogier's windscreen. So the road got worse. Sometimes can actually be opposite. Sometimes the road can get better. But in this particular this place, the road got worse. And
get better how? You've lost me there. Because
depending on the hardness of the road.
Yes.
You might have a loose surface on top of it. And once a couple of cars pass, they call it cleaning. Okay. They can actually remove the loose surface and leave the hard road. But this road, the surface wasn't very, very hard. It was, I think I heard one of the officials saying that they've done some extensive grading. So maybe the grading had packed it up to about an inch or so, but you know, once the cars pass, they are digging up the rocks, they are creating ruts. The road just deteriorates after every car. And so you find that the guys in front had a pretty good run, clean run. But after that, even if you were odd Tanak, you know, you couldn't really control the car. It was quite bad. Does
a bit of rain cause that loose part you're referring to initially?
No, I think it's just the area. It's volcanic, it's fresh, it's volcanic rock. Just probably needed more extensive roadworks. But remember also, you don't want to make it too easy. You don't want to give them another European event. Yes. You want them to come and deal with a Kenyan event. So they did some grading, I guess, to make it a bit wider, but maybe the compaction wasn't so good.
Yes.
And like I say, sometimes it works in the opposite.
Okay.
So this time was like that, so too bad.
As a guy who's reported Safari Rally for years and years and years, Daudi Kanja, we know that traditionally the president is there to officiate the flagging of the event, and in his absence, the deputy president is usually there. Now we are seeing a situation whereby the president was there at the shakedown, the deputy president was there to officially flag off the vehicles, and both of them are there at the finish line to award the winners who've made the podium beat of the event. As a reporter, what does this mean for the marketing of our country, first and foremost to WRC, whom we have to impress, because they are the guys who give us the rights to run under or on their calendar. What does that mean for us?
It actually means
As
a
a
lot.
country.
It's commitment.
Yes.
To the commitment to the sport in WRC. When you see a president of a country, and this is actually was the first I've ever seen, because I've watched WRC from 1974. I've never seen a president inside a rally car. So this was actually a first. To see our president get it into a WRC 1, and he's driven by a young man, 23 years, 24 years, that was really huge. And that means total commitment. There's some certain circuits where pulls tourism into that country. And actually it reminds me of Walangalanga in Nakuru. You know, when we were young lads, with the likes of Kina Mwangi Mugogaton, Isaac Mbote, and many other guys, Kina Osman Abdallah, we could not actually even afford to pay onto that circuit to be able to see what is actually happening. We would actually be actually on a hill or viewing whatever is actually happening. If we can get our Langa back, like Nakuru County, in terms of tourism, they should not actually see land as Mbroti Maguta.
Yes.
Let them kind of like move to kind of like those kind of like circuit.
Does GP cutting help?
Where we have those kind of competitors coming in. You know, our hotels are full, and there's tourism actually in our country. That is the kind of stuff that we should actually be headed to.
So we'll come to GP cutting after this. Is that okay? Agreed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Let's join Sir Daniel Wahome, who's on the ground. Daniel Wahome, Naivasha, what's the latest?
Thank you very much, Tiras Wayaki, back at Broadcasting House. And what a rally it has been. And Thierry Neuville again proving that he is a Mr. Power Stage, winning the Power Stage eventually is a silver lining in his cloud. And that means 5 bonus points for him as he tries to fight for some of those places right at the top of the World Rally Championship. But it's Kalle Rovanperä who extends his lead just by finishing second with a steady drive, and he was just behind him on the power stage. But overall, Sebastian Ogier leading a Toyota 1, 2, 3, 4. And this happened way back in 1993. Juha Kankkunen taking first place, and second place went to Markku Alén. Third place was taken by Ian Duncan, and fourth place went with Yasuhiro Iwase. So that is the 1, 2, 3, 4 that happened in 1993. Last year it was a 1, 2, 3, 4 by Toyota, and this year it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So Sebastian Ogier, 3 minutes 30, 42.5 seconds, and 6.7 seconds behind him was Kalle Rovanperä, and he is navigated by Jone Haltunen, also a Toyota, 3 minutes 30 minutes 49.2 seconds. Elvin Evans and Scott Martin. It was a huge battle between Evans and Katamoto Katsuta. Eventually, 3 minutes, 3 hours, 33 minutes, 41 seconds flat. And he was just 2 minutes, 59 seconds behind Sebastian Ogier, who is the rally winner. And Takamoto Katsuta taking fourth place, navigated by Aaron Johnston. Dani Sordo and Candido Carrera taking fifth place. Whitenack, Martin Yeo overtaking sixth place. And so that was the highest place. Puma and just Ford Puma. And then Pierre-Louis Loubet and Nicolas Goulsoul taking seventh place. Thierry Neuville, Power Stage winner, he's got some extra 5 points from that. He finished in 8th place. And this is where we now move on to the World Rally Championship. 2 drivers, WRC 2 drivers, and that class has been won by Poland's Kajetanowicz, and together with Mariek Szczesniak in a Fabia Evo, clocking 3 hours 57 minutes 15.9 seconds. Oliver Solberg took second place together with Elliot Edmondson. And here's the thing about Oliver Solberg: he did not nominate the Safari as a rally where he would score points in the WRC2 championships. So that may have taken him back. That would have meant more points for him. We would have seen a bigger push from him, despite suffering all sorts of damage in his car, a blown rear windscreen, losing the bumper thrice in this event. Martin Prokop and Yuka in a Ford Fiesta Mach 2, they took third place in the WRC2. The best place Kenyan was Carl Tundo and Tim Jessop, and they were driving a Fabia, and this is the first time they were driving this car. Carl's not driven competitively for over a year, and also doubling up as the as a local organizing committee chair. So that was it for him. So just looking at the rest of it, as Sape Kalapi, he had prop shaft problems, and eventually he finished in 13th place, and together with Yonifam in this Hyundai Hybrid. He won a stage earlier, and he looked like he was going so well until his prop shaft blew up. Yes, just decided to go down on him today. And this morning he was driving on two-wheel drive in the morning loop. Basically, front-wheel drive. His rally car turned into your everyday car, that with a lot of boost and all that. So they had to come in, fix it, and we just saw how hard he pushed in the power stage, being the first, rather the second priority one driver in that event. So then we also had the Armin Kremer. Armin Kremer won the WRC Masters title. So this is tuseme taji la wazee. He's picked that up. Then we have Dan Schwist of Poland, and he was there. He's a teammate to Kajanovic. Then we had Saman Singh Vohra. He finished 17th place overall. Karan Patel failed to finish. Then we've got the WRC 3 class. Second place going to Jason Bailey and Jamie Willett. These Canadian drivers, they came here and they said they'd never seen anything like this, but finishing in the top 3 in their class, that was best. Kif Virani and Bati in a Fabia also did finish. Makre Kimathi joined on Super Rally basis, and he also has finished that. He is the only FIA Junior World Rally, FIA Rally Star Program driver from Kenya to make it.